What's happening, guys? Welcome to Vertical Football, and this is Manchester United versus Chelsea review. Yeah, Manchester United 2, Chelsea 1. The anticipated match, the match where fans are already locking on is here, and it has been played, and this is the result. Manchester United with the win. Segun, how was the match for you?
Yeah. So some part of the match that was good to see. Some parts were very annoying.
Okay.
So, but I think we just take the 3 points, really.
Yeah, so we'll jump into the 5 things. So what is the first thing for you?
For Manchester United, I really want to say that I said it in the preview that for me, the way I've analyzed our opponent, that the first 20 minutes, is very, very important. And also I did a research where I found out that every game this season, Chelsea has considered in the first 20 minutes or first 20, 25 minutes, even West Ham, they considered around 6 minutes. So I felt that was an opportunity, but I didn't expect the red card, which for me was as usual, Sanchez has those moments of madness in my opinion, and he had that. But I was happy also that we capitalized on the red card and we got our first goal in the first 20 minutes. So I was happy with the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, so for on my own side, I think the Sanchez red card is something I always want to speak about, and I think it will take a whole lot of time for me to get out of it because it's 5 minutes. I understand that the intensity is much, the energy is high, emotions is all over the place, logicality will fly out of the window, but you don't charge into player in 5 minutes like that. I don't think there is anything that he had in his mind that when I get to this place, I will get the ball off this guy. You will not get the ball off that guy. And it is simple and plain as that. What I was thinking in my mind as Sesko flicked the ball over, ball is bouncing in the first bounce. As you are coming, this should just be a fake run. Run so that maybe he tries and lob and you jump and stop the ball, or just go there to protect. I don't understand why he went into that. But he has been a good guy, but that does not cancel it for him. I just think he should have done better in that situation. So what do you think your second thing will be?
Yeah, for second thing is the mentality of United. I feel that many times I've said it that, when they score, the tempo reduces, the belief reduces, the mentality reduces. And I was very, very angry. What I saw after the first goal. I think we're lucky to have a second goal, really. I felt the mentality wasn't good. And I was just annoyed because if it's a team like, and a team I will use as an example is Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. If they see that you are one man down and they scored you a first goal, the pressure, the intensity will increase. They will make sure they frustrate you. And I don't think this team is ready to frustrate teams because to me, what I just said also that these players are a bunch of losers in my opinion. United players don't have the mentality, and I think they need to change it, or we just need to have the players with the right mentality because I felt we should have capitalized more.
You don't think that's harsh after the win?
I still have a lot of things to say about the team, but this is my second point. I feel they were a bunch of losers. The mentality wasn't there after the first goal. I think, as I said earlier, we were lucky to get the second goal. Really, I was not pleased with the mentality of the coach, mentality of the players after that first goal. I felt nothing less than 3-0 first half when you are playing against a team that is removing the attacking players, Estavao, Kopama, and Pedro Neto. And you have to just get three good 4 goals in that first half if you're a serious team. And for the fact that I saw United players at a point calming the ball down, wanting Chelsea to come out to press them, when you should, they're already one man down. They've already brought defenders. They're not coming out to press you guys
anymore.
It's you that will go and impose your play on them. And for me to see the likes of Maguire, which they did fantastic. Maguire was fantastic today. But for me to see them on the ball, trying to see that left Chelsea come and press them. For me, if I was manager after this win, I would not let them go scot-free. It was a very, very stupid decision from them.
I think I saw what you were speaking about, and I understand where that's coming from. Because after the first goal, after the red card, the first goal, I was expecting this level of charging to them, going for more. Beat this guy hands down in the first half, and there will be nothing to play again more for the second half. And like you spoke about his substitution, I think that would be my own second point here. I don't understand why there was 3 substitution. I understand that there is a logicality to Estevao's removal because you have to sacrifice one man when there's no keeper. So is that guy that was removed. You remove Cole Palmer with a reason that I believe should be because it's not going to add to the defensive duty. You are removing him. But you should keep Pedro Neto in that match.
What I thought also.
Keep Pedro Neto on the pitch because it's just one red card. It is not 2 red cards. This is what I see of that decision. it was a short-term thinking decision. Let me just block these people off so that they don't come into my space, and let's reduce the amount of goals that we will concede, which eventually happened. That was good from that side. But if he had kept him in that match, the removal of Casemiro out of that match would have bring everybody into a balance, and the numerical advantage has been removed. Everybody will play their game, and you will have attacking option. Pedro Neto alone could not even charge into two people. Let's talk about Manchester United that would defend with their wing back joining the back three, and they have 5 there. It was just illogical for me. I think the good side of that is you block everything off. Keep people at the back, play 5-3-1. And the other side is you absorb the pressure if you are going to hit on counter. But the idea of removing Pedro Neto just tells you that you're not going to hit on counter. But the bad side here that I have here, I wrote it down here, is you give Manchester United total control. For removing these 3 guys, bringing in 3 defenders, there's kind of logicality to it, but you just invited them like, now come and play me. I will sit at the back, just bring the ball to me. And another thing is, Manchester United, I'm going to keep talking if I just keep hammering on this. I think Maresca gambled in that particular one, and I will just stop there. He gambled. So what do you think your third point?
Third one was a red card for Casemiro. I feel we're watching ball for very, very long. That was not a red card for a player that already had a yellow card before. It was meant to be a warning, because if you look at it many times, the only thing you can say maybe because of his hand was it wasn't a technical foul. So I don't know what the referee, and sometimes I wonder, football is not politics. Football is not human rights. You can't say because one person got a red card based on their own goalkeeper's useless mistake, you can now say you now want to punish the other team to balance things out. Let it just go its own. And I felt that decision for me was an emotional decision from the referee. I felt it was an emotional decision, and I think maybe the people in his ear, I'm thinking now, allegedly, maybe they were communicating with him that he should level the game out. But the fact is that this is not human rights. This is football. I felt it was a stupid decision from the referee, if I'm being honest. Very stupid decision. And also, let me talk about Casemiro. So I felt Casemiro, so the first yellow card he got was also very stupid. And even, I think we should just understand that, and I said it many times here, that sometimes we are not playing against our opponent alone. United, because a lot of people will say Ferguson's era. But the fact is, as I used to say, victims are not permanent victims. Victims changes. And I feel, whatever you want to say about Ferguson's era, the fact is that a lot of decisions that referees make against Man United for the past maybe 5 years, I'll be very questionable. Just giving Casemiro a yellow card. And when they ask you want to balance the game out. Balance the game out in what sense? So are you telling me that when you give somebody a penalty, you have to give the other person penalty to balance it out? Are we the human rights or equality? This is football, please. And I felt that decision was a very stupid decision.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was in my mind like, this is not going to give him a red card. But that's just English referees for us, because I think I have my doubt about that too. But it just, like I said, he wanted to balance the game up. For me now, the third point will be, I think, the second goal for Manchester United. Now we are getting to a point where even if we have 6 Chelsea players in the box and the ball is up there, there's just this part of you being a Chelsea fan now that we are not going to win that ball. And I felt like it was too sluggish, and it was it was a collective rubbish decision from those players, just standing there and allowing Luke Shaw, who was not even in the contest before, just running out of nowhere, jumping ahead of 4 players, looking at the ball. Why are you looking at the ball? Do you want to snap the ball, or do you want to just take a pose with the ball? Or your primary duty at that position is to clear the ball off the box it's in. And I don't understand why 4 people there, Fofana, I can't even start mentioning names, why all of them are just standing there and they just head the ball, and Casemiro could just keep it back in the keeper where it was coming from. Because we saw it in the Brentford match. 5 players standing there. Why are you not contesting? I feel like that should be the question now. Why are you not contesting? Is that the coach's instruction, or you just feel like, we'll allow the ball come down to us and we'll kick it away? I do not really understand what that decision is. And I think the defenders and everybody that is trying to cover the boxes now, they have to step up their game in that particular part of the pitch. So, Segun, what do you think your number 4?
The fourth one is Ruben Amorim. I think I have to call him out. I think sometimes you for you to know the qualities of your coach, you need to put your coach under the maximum pressure. And I felt that under maximum pressure, especially the decision in the second half after the 2-0 lead, and the red card to Casemiro, I felt he exposed that although Amorim is a young manager, I felt he crumbled under pressure today. He malfunctioned under pressure. I felt the decision on the substitutions was terrible. Every substitution Amorim made today was a terrible decision. The removal of Casemiro, the removal of Mazarawi, the indecision of letting Ahmad playing wing back against a team that had the potential to cross the ball and attack the far end. I think every substitution he made of the players he removed today was very, very wrong. I think he crumbled under pressure. The game plan was very simple. After the red card to Casemiro, what you needed to do was to put in my opinion, 3 substitutions, remove Mbeumo, remove Kounha, and remove Sesko. Right? And then
Kounha did not start the game.
And yes, remove Mbeumo, remove Ahmad, and remove Sesko.
Okay.
Right? And then since you have a record, then bring in the likes of what they call it. That's when you move 3 of them. Yeah. Bring in what they call it. Bring in Ugarte. Okay. Bring in Mount and bring in Kounha. And I felt that's the way you should have done it. But the fact is that I felt he was lucky to win this game, and this is a game that you should be winning with much more points. If you could just have the cojones, as they will call it in Spanish, the balls, as they will say, to go for that. You can't go for as a manager if you are afraid to take those decisions. And the last one that he made again was moving Bruno Fernandes. After Bruno Fernandes shot one ball that gave us a corner kick. I think it was just lucky. I think today it was just luck, in my opinion. For me, I was very furious because in as much as people can talk about system or no system, which I do actually believe the system can improve with the proper of the players, but I must also say it because I'm also objective in the fact that he gambled, and sometimes it was a stupid decision. Fact is, he should have not even made any decision that made that stupid decision. Because I felt that the likes of Ahmad, the likes of Mbeumo were out of the game. They were tired. They could not press. The attack was dead. You understand? You needed energy. Mount was there. Kounha was there. You needed to put them. The right substitution. I felt he was lucky to just get the 3 points. I think he has to improve really.
Yeah. So from the Chelsea's part, I think I would like to give, as much as we lost this match, I think I would like to give praises to the players because they stayed in the game for 90 minutes. Even after the red card, there were periods in the match where we were outplayed, we were put on with intense pressure before the second goal. Even after the second goal, Manchester United started to feel comfortable kicking the ball around, and we were just there trying to cover spaces. But I think we stood into the game. After the red card, after the 2 goals, we still kept on going for it. We didn't create so much of chances, but at least, it was not like there was a point where the mentality dropped and the player was just, we are 2-0 down, we are on red card and there is nothing to fight for in this match. But they showed it. I saw it in the Bayern's match also. They continued play even after everything looked like it was not going in their own favor, but they still went on into the game, got 1 goal, could have tried better and get another one, but it didn't turn out. I'll give it to them. 90 minutes in the game is actually the game. Until the final whistle is blown, the game is not finished. And I think I love that mentality from them. So now let's go into the last part.
Yeah, the last part I felt we did not use Old Trafford well. Yes, we didn't use Old Trafford well. We didn't use our angles well. We have to get better. We need to play with our strengths. I said it earlier during the preview show that Old Trafford is a different stadium entirely. Yeah. The distance or the width of the stadium, not everything comes there and plays. It's a different ball game when you're playing other stadiums. So, and I felt we did not use that well. We should have used the width well. We should have allowed the Chelsea defensive line, the midfield to stretch. Exactly. We didn't use that way. I'm happy for the 3 points because we need the 3 points, But the fact is that I will not say everything is good because we won the game.
Yeah.
You understand? I have to also point out because I know some people will come and say, you like criticizing your team. The fact is, that I'm criticizing United is because I love United. The moment I don't criticize United, that means I don't love them. They have to do better. And I feel let's take the 3 points, but the manager should be telling them and be telling himself also, we shouldn't have suffered in the last 10 minutes the way we suffered. We shouldn't have suffered in the extra time with the way we suffered. If we were being wise, if we were being proactive, we were reactive, and I felt we were very stupid.
Yeah, definitely. I see a point in that. I think last one for me would be Tosin. We've spoken so much about Tosin these days, and I just do not understand what this guy is doing anymore. He has gotten to a space where he can't even pass the ball correctly. He can't even mark correctly. He was heading a ball, and this is like picking a fault from me, because I know at some point he would have passed the ball right. But you just know most of the time when you see this guy want to pass the ball, you are like, I hope this guy does not pass. And if a player is getting to that point where even you watching him, because it's like I've heard some, like when Deolu talks about Onana, he's like, there are some points in the match where you watch Onana and you're like, you are very conscious that there is somebody at the goalpost, but you get to a point where you have another keeper there and you're like, you're not even thinking about that part of the pitch. I think we're getting to that point about Tosin, where at every point when he touches the ball, you begin to worry, like, is there going to be error here? Is he going to miss the pass? Is he going to throw that pass wrong? And I'm trying to like ask the question of, what are those quick passes that you're trying to make? I think it's not being logical, because you're having issue with your short passes. How can you still even be trying to play long passes on the ground? Bro, I think at some point you just need to call your own self to order. Okay, I'm not doing this thing right. Let me start with the basic again. Throw my short pass here. Throw my short pass here. Throw my short pass there. And it's not the cause of our loss. It's a collective loss. Everybody will take their part. But I just think I cannot say bench Tosin because it's illogical. Who do you want to have there is going to be the question. Fofana is just coming back from injury. You cannot be having him play 90 minutes. But something needs to be done about Tosin. And I think this is a message for Maresca. If you are going to bench him and make Fofana play 90 minutes, I think it will be the right time you start doing that and just do something about Tosin. And Tosin is a message to you, do something about your own self. So this is a win for Manchester United. What does it say about Amorim? Is this a good place to move forward?
It doesn't say anything. The only thing it says is that we got the 3 points. The only thing it says is that our performances in Old Trafford has been better. That might be go away. Our next game, I believe, should be an away match. We have to step up away.
Yeah.
We have to step up. We believe this team has to improve on a lot of things. A lot of things. And we have to improve on a lot of things, which we will discuss further. But for me, the only thing positive here was the 3 points. It's good to have 3 points and move forward.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice win for Manchester United. But for Chelsea, I think we need to be wary now, because we have seen this happen before, where we start losing, where there is a drop in form and we start losing, drawing. This is 2 losses on a row. 1 draw before this loss. Is it beginning to become the last December like we saw? These are questions that we need to start asking ourselves. So please, guys, thank you very much for staying with us. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This is brought to you by Vertical Football. Manchester United 2 and Chelsea 1. Till we see you some other time. Thank you.